Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange radio show.
That's the biggest thing, is just empowerment. Just get off of the begging line. Just be proud and just get our pride and our dignity back, because as a child, we're taught how to go and beg for a job. Our parents, they literally taught us how to make sure you pull your pants up. Me, I'm 6'7", so I'm a bigger man. I was always taught how to not be threatening or intimidate people when I go into different interviews or in different scenarios. And so we're literally taught how to condition ourselves, condition our speech, everything, in order to go and beg these people for a job, because we know when we walk in the door, I have to tear down 10 stereotypes before I get past hello. So we need to eliminate that. You know, and we need to eliminate that, and the way that we do that is employing ourselves and employing our brothers and sisters. And so that's our mission, is group economics, uplift ourselves, because I can't empower anyone until I empower myself, and change from just being women, because it's in my heart and my passion to see my people succeed and see us do better and change the social order, because I know that we are not supposed to be on bottom. I understand who I was. I know I didn't fall out of the sky and land on a plantation. So when you have knowledge of self and you know...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome to Salacious Life with Dr. Wren. It is our weekly hump day discourse. I have some of the what's the word I'm looking for? I'm just very excited about who I have in the studio with me tonight. So I just want to get started by introducing everyone, or actually letting them introduce themselves, because that's funner. So across from me, I have Cassie Everest from Salacious.
It's Petite Michon.
I said that. Yeah. No, I said Son.
Oh, that's because that's my IG.
Right. I said Son
Petite Poop Michon.
Poop Michon. Yeah. Which means, go ahead, tell him what it means.
His dirty little whore.
His dirty little whore.
It sounds so much better in French.
No, it sounds perfectly fine in English. I got
it. So yeah, she's from Petite Michon. It is a date night concierge company. So she helps to curate a beautiful, salacious, if that's what you're looking for, date night in for couples. It definitely, look, I've used her product. It's a wonderful product. It works. It definitely works.
We'll hook you up.
So look her up. She's on IG. So definitely, I'll put her information on my web page, so you all can follow her. I have Tim Hudson.
Hey, Dr. Wren.
So, tell us a little bit.
Okay. Well, let's see. So I started a news program a few years ago, specializing in positive news, lots and lots of positive solutions, happiness. So I'm kind of here tonight on a whim, just to enjoy good folks and share the good word.
Absolutely. It's all about celebrating life and celebrating love, and don't we need some positive news? So I'll definitely put his information up, because we could all use a positive spin on things, because what did we say earlier? Default to happiness? We're all defaulting to happiness.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then I have, you know, my road dog, my partner in crime. You've never seen him before, but when I tell you, this is the man, my boy Steve. He is right here. Have anything to say, Steve?
I do marketing for Maryland Healthy Smiles Dental Program. If anybody doesn't know what that is, it's actually a dental program for children, pregnant women, and special needs adults in Medicaid. It doesn't have a lot to do with the show. However, I'm here to support my homegirl.
But for real, I swear God built me to smile. My dimples wouldn't touch on the inside the way they did if I wasn't created to smile. And you can't smile if you don't have a good dental program. So,
Absolutely.
You know, if you need any help with that, hit up my boy. Look, we got this. But we are definitely going to have a conversation that will celebrate love and life and living unapologetically, because that's what I believe. And so that's the goal for this evening. So we'll get into it. I'm a little hot, so I'm going to slide my jacket off. I hate to take off Miss Gert. So just a little background on this jacket. You'll probably see it a lot because it is my favorite. So Miss Gert was this wonderful, wonderful woman who had this amazing style and taste. And she recently passed away, and her husband passed on her clothing, and I was blessed enough to get this jacket, and it will live on, and Miss Gert will live on through me because I love it. I wear it way too much. But this is Miss Gert's jacket, but it was chilly outside because it is definitely a hump day salacious night, because it is cool, it is rainy. I hope you guys leave this and go hump on something, because that's what we do.
That seemed like a Miss Gert shirt. Like that's fitting for the name.
Miss Gert.
Miss Gert.
Miss Gert. Absolutely. It is beautifully vintage. She did a lot of the tailoring herself, and you just can't buy. I mean, feel it.
Oh, absolutely.
It feels, you know how you love touch. It feels wonderful. So, you know, I just had to give a little shout out to Miss Gert, because without her, there'd be no Dr. Wren's wardrobe right now. Hey, Q. Q is the other person who manages the other half of Dr. Wren's wardrobe. Q is on the news feed with us tonight. Hey, Q. If anyone wants to call in, the number is 410-702-5657. Again, that number is 410-702-5657. Also, log in on Facebook if you want to comment in the news feed. We will definitely get back to you. So let's get into the conversation. So there's a couple things I wanted to talk about tonight, but to start, one of the things that has been the driving force in conversations I've had this week is how to continue to live, continue to thrive, not to just exist. How to live that salacious life and enjoy your partner and your relationship in hard times, during hard times. And not necessarily hard times in your relationship, but hard times in your life. You know, like life throws you curveballs all the time. It wouldn't be life if it didn't, right? So, you know, one of the things that I wanted to talk about and focus on tonight is how to manage those curveballs, keep it compartmentalized, and come home, or come together with your partner and still love that person, make love to that person as if the world does not exist around you. How do you move through life and not just be? You know, how, you know, not to be reactive, but almost proactive about, like we said before, defaulting to happiness.
Sometimes you just gotta leave that shit at the door. Just leave it at the door.
But that's hard for a lot of people. Can't even leave it at the door when they're moving through relationships.
Effort. You have to make it's about
conscious
effort. A conscious effort to leave it at the door. Then let's let's love on each other, and then once we finish loving on each other, we could kind of get together and come up with a solution.
I think being solution-based is very, very important. Like I said to someone earlier this week, like, stop coming to me with problems. Come to me with a solution that you may need help achieving. Do you know what I mean? Like, my whole goal in life is to be a calm, because you know that's not naturally me. Be a calm, y'all both know that's not naturally me. Be a calm, solutions-based person. You know, because now see, being a solutions-based person isn't the hard part for me. It's the calm part for me. But yeah, that's the Scorpio life. But I try to inform people, even down to my child. You know, don't come to me with the problem. Tell me what you think your solution is, and let me help you get there.
Yeah. If you're not doing that, then there's nowhere to go or to get.
Well, absolutely. Well, the thing is like more often than not, plenty of people can sit there and see problems in life, and everybody is a critic. Everybody can point out this is wrong, that is wrong, so on and so forth. However, I mean, providing a solution to those problems, thinking that through before actually saying, oh, well, this is the problem. Well, that's taking it that step further, that one step further. And it also tells, like, in a situation where you're with somebody, it tells that person that you thought about this thoroughly. That it's not just something, okay, well, yeah, I got a problem with you doing this, I got a problem with you doing that, but you've said that, all right, well, what can we do to get past this issue?
Absolutely. And see, a lot of times in relationships, issues are one-sided. Do you know what I mean? Like, you personally have an issue, or he or she personally has an issue, and you may not be able to solve it. But sometimes when you stay calm, check that shit at the door, you can come to that person and say, hey, this is an issue I'm having.
Right.
Honestly speaking, what is your opinion on how to solve this problem? These are the things I'm thinking may solve this problem. What are you thinking may solve this problem? Like, I find that a lot of people, instead of seeking counsel from their partners, they impose their issues on their partner, which then imposes those issues on the relationship, and is an unjust weight that shouldn't be there. You know, like we talked about homegirl, you know, bringing all her financial problems 900 miles and can't figure out why that shit's not working.
I'm like, what? Wait a minute. Why?
Oh,
yeah, no, you can't. That's ridiculous.
I want to throw something in there, like a real world situation with my girlfriend today. Because, you know, as much as I say I'm a solution guy, you know, I really, looking back today, I don't think I was in one of my conversations today.
It happens.
Yeah.
Just one?
The
Because I can
one
think
he
back
remembers.
I'm totally on you, not on me. So, yeah. So I was.
Yeah, no,
But you
and
can always go back.
Yeah.
right.
always
Like, that's
go
the thing
back,
about
like,
being in a
hey,
relationship. You can go back. You can
Yes.
retouch on something. If you feel like you didn't handle it to the best of your ability the first time, you can go back and readdress it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
because
and
I know
she
there's
loves
plenty
that,
of times
too.
where I've acted just a pure D fucking fool, because that's my go-to. And, you know, I've had to, because I have to be calm, and that's not my default. My default is not calm. But I'm working on, I got 13 days now. 13 days, no lost temper. So I'm feeling really good about that. I'm taking this shit like a 7-day AA thing. I have not lost my temper
One
in
step at a time.
one step at a
Therapy.
time, 1 day at a time.
Right.
Because, and it's funny because the only things that bring it out of me, like, you have to be that important to me to actually get me angry or that passionate about something.
Right.
Like, if I don't get passionate about something with you, I don't really fucking care. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, you know, he's one of my closest friends. He's seen me get passionate emotional about something. She's seen me get passionate, emotional about something. You haven't been in my life long enough, but I'm sure you'll see me get passionate and emotional about something.
And I've seen you not caring either.
Yeah. And you've seen me not give a fuck.
And you've seen a whole lot of me not giving a fuck.
This nigga gives less than 0 fucks. So guys, check the newsfeed. I'm gonna put that shit in the newsfeed. Less than 0 fucks. Because that's his MO. But I've seen him.
Like, I'd much rather be happy. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what the circumstances are, the situation is. But the thing is, like, somebody has to be, like you said, really important to me to dig into me to the point where I get outside of that default. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
Because, you know, you said today, you know, we were on our way here. Before we met up with you, Tim, we had dinner. And he said, well, I default to happiness. And it stopped me in my tracks. I couldn't even quite get in the car good because he said that. And it blew me away like, you know, fucking Hurricane Harvey. Like, it just hit me. And I was like, that's it. Default to happiness. I think I said it like 5 times. Like,
absolutely.
That's it. Default to happiness. We can wake up every single day. You know, my grandma used to say, a loose translation, because she didn't say this in English, but she used to say, happy yourself. Wake up in the morning and find one thing to be grateful for and happy yourself. You are in charge of your own happiness. And if you are blessed with that significant other in your life, or even multiple significant others, depending on your lifestyle, you can't default to angry, default to sad, default to the sewer is how I feel about it. Like, default to the crap of it all when you're coming home. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
so if you're not happy, why are you even doing it?
You're supposed to be happy.
Absolutely. They should.
But people do it anyway.
Yeah.
It's like we have so many passive influencers that makes it negative to be happy. What the fuck you so happy for? She's always so happy. She's always smiling. Something must be up.
Like, why is that not okay?
Like, in the like, why don't we have more positive news coming through the news feed?
Right.
You know,
I'm looking for the positive news.
Sure.
Like, my news feed was bombarded today with Eminem, you know, in his Trump slander. Okay, and it was bombarded with the guy who accidentally shot his daughter because she surprised him. She came home and surprised him at home. It was just bombarded with so much negative, and I was like, where is somebody celebrating life?
Nowhere. Or you have to look for it. You have to seek it, or you have to build it yourself. You almost have to put yourself in a bubble. Prime example. I watch every night, as long as I'm home at 8 o'clock, I'm in front of my TV watching Andy Griffin.
Yes.
I love me some Andy Griffin. I have cable, I have the internet, but I watch MeTV because that is feel-good television.
It's feel-good television.
Like, they got messages and shit, and it's just like, okay. Because I'd rather watch that than a TV show that's just full of, like, all this extra drama. Like, when I used to watch Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, that whole Thursday night, I was drained.
It's emotionally taxing.
Taking into consideration, though, they even took that away from us. Like, what happened to A Family Matters? You know what I mean? What happened to A Different World?
There's none of that.
There's not much positive television out anymore. You know, like, he knows I drive him crazy because, FYI, Steve and I live in the same house. He comes home and the TV in our common area, in our living room, is always on the UK PBS because I like the television shows like As Time Goes By and, you know, Keeping Up with the Appearances and things like that that make you feel happy. They're funny.
Definitely a different message from what we're used
to. What we're used to
in
here.
American
like
television.
Even the crime shows, though I never can find the killer, and you know I be finding the killer. I never can find the killer. Even the crime shows that still have a more positive goal. On that note, we gotta take a break because you know we gotta pay them bills. We'll be right back with Salacious Life with Dr. Wren.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K, check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/11.
Coming to y'all soon.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
I'll let you speak on it. You know it better than I do.
All right, thank you, Nate. So the Say It Loud Film Festival is happening on April 16th, which is next Saturday from noon to 10 p.m. at nighttime. And we have partnered up with the No Boundaries Coalition. So I got to tell you the address real quick. It's 1947 Pennsylvania Avenue, which is where the Jubilee Arts Center is located. So we've partnered up with the No Boundaries Coalition, and the No Boundaries Coalition hosts an annual block party right there where we're going to be having the film festival. This is the 9th annual Boundary Block Party, and they are providing shuttle buses to take people to the voting booths because the Maryland primaries open on that same April 16th date that we're having the film festival and the block party. So we're going to be partnering up and promoting each other, and there's going to be these shuttle buses taking people to the voting booths to go vote, and we're going to have live music, live poetry, live dancing from a local high school, and then the films start at 7 p.m. at nighttime. So that's basically what's going on for the Say It Loud Film Festival in West Baltimore.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Thank you. We are back with this week's Hump Day Discourse. We have Cassie Edwards, Tim Hudson, and Steven. No, I gotta say it like Bud.
Because of Bud, right.
We have Steve in the building. I'm gonna have to let him listen to just this one part, he can.
I think he would dig it.
Give him a shout out to the babies, Braylon and Bud. We will have them this weekend. But yeah, thank you all for listening, because I think this is a topic that we don't celebrate enough. Like, we don't talk about enough. Like, taking control of your happiness. Like, putting conscious effort into not letting the negative become your reality. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can walk down the streets of Baltimore, like tonight. It's stormy, it's chilly, you know, the rain is falling. And what did I see? I saw a salacious night. First thing I said was, this is a wonderful night to cuddle up with somebody, make love, watch a movie, have a good dinner. You know, this is the best type of cuddling weather. You know, I saw the glass half full. Most people be like, oh, it's nasty outside, I can't go out. We went out. We went to brunch for dinner, right? Was it brunch for dinner? We went to brunch for dinner. You know, we went out. We had a great time in the rain. Like, why can't people see the positives? People say, oh, you guys, why, like Dr. Wren, why did you move back to Baltimore? Why would you want to live in Baltimore? And I was like, have you guys seen this city? It's beautiful.
Well, it doesn't matter where you go. You're going to bring that light with you. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter whether you're here, whether you're Chicago, whether you're in Texas where, you know, storms is hit. You're going to bring that happiness with you.
And you can, but it's not just me. Like, that's not a gift that only I possess. We all have it in us to bring the happiness with us. And, you know, and share it. Do you know what I mean? Like, she was having a bad week last week. And I bombarded her with positive vibes and positive energy and anything I could think of to keep her from tipping. Do you know what I mean? From her boat tilting, you know, and we should do that for our friends. We should do that for the people in our circle, because I don't know about y'all mamas.
We should do that for ourselves.
We should do it for ourselves. I don't know about y'all mamas, but my mama told me, look, the one thing I ever heard Ross say to me, because she know, the only thing I've ever heard Ross say to me was, you can count your friends on one hand, and you don't need all your fingers. And she was like, people have their season in your life, and let them just live for that season.
Reason for the season. I hear that too much.
You know what I mean? Don't let people outlive
in lifetime.
Because, you know, you'll let people be in your space. Let them live too long.
Negativity.
And it adds to the
It adds to
negativity.
the negativity. You keep hanging around people, or you continue to allow someone in your space, knowing good and goddamn well they carry a lot of negative energy. It's like, oh, we've been friends since elementary school.
So you allow it.
You allow it.
Because of longevity or seniority, somehow
it's like,
you give them a pass.
Well, I am like a brick wall to the bullshit. I mean, mind you, I grew up in Baltimore City. I got a lot of homeboys that's, you know, probably not doing the best things with their lives. However, you know what I mean? I've done as much as I can with what I've got. But,
I think you've done fine.
You know what I mean? I'm at the point in time where
house. We have a very nice house. Thank you very much.
I'm at the point in time where I don't feel like they should be enough of a negative influence on me to drag me down, but I should be enough of a positive influence on them to build them up.
Right.
But how much of that is your responsibility?
None of it.
It's not my responsibility. It's just my
Who you
natural
are.
personality, you know. It's just how I choose to be.
I get it. But it's just like negative energy travels faster and works harder than positive energy.
So
And
you
as
have to
long
put
as
in
negativity is
twice as much
working-
work, and or maybe 4 times as much work, because it travels faster and harder to outrun, if that's the right word, to outrun
absolutely.
the negative.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're putting in a lot of work.
Don't let that defeat your positive.
Oh, it absolutely
You know?
doesn't.
No.
Look, I will be that light, and I will love, and I will be brave, and I will live and not just exist, regardless of what's going around me. Now, I'm not saying that I'm like, you know, all the time happy, because I'm not. But I give it my best shot all the time, as much as I possibly can. And then for those times where I dip, because we all live a life of hills and valleys, you know, when I'm not on my top and when I am in my downswing, I would hope that the people closest to me, hopefully, are in their top, and they can kind of swing me up out of that. And then, and vice versa, I can give them that boost to get them up out of their valleys when they're in their valleys, you know, because people have not learned that everyone has to feed a relationship, whether it's your lover, your wife, your girlfriend, your homeboy, your homegirl. Everybody's got to feed the house.
Teamwork make the
massive
dream
thing
work.
Just like you was talking about how all of this negativity exists in the media. I mean, this is what tends to beat you down. Not only does it beat you down, but it beats your friends down to the point where they'll feed into that negativity. Like perfect example. You have that single girlfriend who hasn't been able to get a boyfriend, hasn't been able to get a husband, but wants to have all the advice in the world, and you won't follow that shit. But it's, you know, it's bullshit, but you won't do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
I would never take it, all that.
So, I mean, sometimes you really do need to follow your own light. Sometimes that is the only light that exists.
Have you ever had a friend give you really, really bad advice, and you think to yourself, you're only telling me this because you want me to be where you are?
Yeah, it's absolutely. A lot of People give advice like that.
Yeah, it's selfish advice. Unsolicited selfish advice.
Good way to coin that. That is exactly
unsolicited selfish advice. They are giving you advice because they want you to fail like them. They want you trudging through the tar, halfway drowning and dying like them.
That's ridiculous. You gotta get rid of those people.
I just don't get it. You know, like I have
that compassion or something, that understanding.
Right.
To be able to give that advice.
Oh, you're talking about the exception to the rule, though. You know what I mean? Now, in order for there to be an exception to the rule, there has to be a bunch of people that are like a certain way. You know? So you can identify what an exception looks like. With somebody who has that positive light and is willing to build you up instead of tear you down or give you good advice instead of telling you go down the wrong road.
You know, I mean, it is real. Hey everybody, I see you guys have logged in. Welcome to Salacious Life. Mimi and Q and Shanika and Ray. Hey Ray, all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina. You know I love my Southerners. So hey Ray, thank you for tuning in tonight. But you're right. And I've had this happen, and it's funny because it actually took more than one good friend to get me to cut off what was a bad friend, a toxic friendship for me, where I had given. If I had what I gave to this person today,
you had a lot of money.
A lot of money, a lot of time,
That was
a lot of smiles
for a grown ass person.
Like a child, like if I had what I gave. And you know, it's funny, I don't mind, I'm a giving person. She will never change me from being that person. However, I am, thank you to my good friends, I am very much more conscious of the give and take relationship. And I also am more conscious of when I take too much and don't give enough. Because we all fall into that spin here and there where we take more than we're giving, and then we have to realize, whoa, we need to feed this. We're depleting the other person. We need to feed the relationship.
It's that matter of building. You know, I mean, as far as anybody's concerned, you know, those other people who will leech on to what you got
That's
going on.
That's the word. It's not latch on. It's leech on. Leech
but they're gonna
on.
see your light and they're gonna gravitate towards it. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, well, the better you're doing, the more people you tend to have around you. You know, but when, of course, everybody knows this, when you down, where the hell are y'all at?
Right. And you know what's funny? Because with that hand I can count on, that hand that mommy told me to count on, when I'm down, when I'm in that position where sometimes I need the wall. Remember we talked about the wall. The wall is you need to vent. And you don't need an opinion. You don't need any. You just need somebody to say, "I hear you."
Just listen.
Just listen.
If you really talk to a brick wall, and somebody sees you talking to a brick wall,
they think you're crazy.
It's crazy.
But can you be that brick wall? Like, so you need a person to be that brick wall, because otherwise you'll be in Shopper Pratt. You know, because you'll be sitting talking to a wall.
Exactly.
Talking to a wall. You know?
The wall ain't gonna talk back.
I'm not gonna talk back. You know, so. You know, when I needed that wall, or I needed that advice, or I needed just that boost of confidence, somebody tell me like, bitch, you know what the fuck you're doing? Like, really? You've been through a lot worse. Come on out of this. Sometimes that's all you need to hear.
That's the one thing that just, you're humble. If you can always find that place where things were so much worse, and you think about that, and you bring back all those feelings and those emotions that you were going through at that time. Right now, the stuff you're going through feels like nothing.
Right. Q said she calls them fake cheerleaders. I've had plenty of fake cheerleaders. How about you? Yeah. Like, they all with you when you're building, when you're growing, when you're doing something that they're impressed by, and then, you know, let that shit fall apart. Where are they to help you pick up your pieces and start again? Because if it's your dream, you shouldn't give up. That's when you know you're in a real relationship too, because your lover, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, when that person watches you fall flat on your face, I mean, and fuck shit up, I mean, lacerations, broken nose, teeth missing, and they're like, come on, you can still do this. Come on, let's just sweep this back up in a pile, start rebuilding. You're like, oh, I can fuck with this person. Like I can move forward with this person, because you want somebody you can grow with, right? Yeah. You know, you want somebody who believes in you, not
even
what
when
you're
you don't
doing.
believe in yourself.
Right. Exactly.
Even when you
want
don't
somebody
believe in
that's
yourself.
gonna believe in you when you do not believe in yourself. When you're on the ground and you're like, I can't do this. You're in fetal position. You are yelling and screaming at God. Like, why did you let me get into this? And then your love comes and like, come on, we got this.
Right.
You can do this. I believe in you.
Right.
And sometimes that's
all you need to hear.
all you need to hear. Like I don't believe in myself, but you believe in me, so I don't want to let you down. Let me go ahead and
try this again.
Let me try this
again.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to let you down. There is something about hearing your significant other say, I believe in you. I believe in who you are. And I believe in what you're trying to do. Because it's really that simple. I think people have put too many layers on this cake. This is not a Smith Island cake. Like, you don't need 7, 8, 10 layers. Like, this is a single cake, one pan. Yeah. This is it. Do you believe in this? Is this cake moist? Is my fruit fit for making pie? You know, like, it's really that simple.
And people just, it really doesn't take that much effort to provide some supporting words.
Right.
You know, but for some reason, people just have that default of tearing everybody down.
I don't
get
it.
If it doesn't affect your life the slightest bit, it's not messing up everything in your world. How hard is it to be supportive to the next person?
Like, why is it people can't hug anymore? Like, I'm not a touchy-feely type of person. I'm not. Like, not super cuddly. But why is it that people can't find the moment to virtually hug someone? You know what I mean? Like, they know that person's down. They know that person isn't where they need to be. They may not be down, but they know that this person's growing, and growing is always a process. It's a struggle. Shit, I'm raising a kid, and I'm watching him struggle year after year after year. The shit is getting harder and harder and harder, and he's just getting older. He's not even going through no real shit yet, you know? So can you imagine growing as an adult? We all know that the journey is hard, because nothing worth having comes easy, right? You got to work for anything worth having.
Absolutely.
Why is it we can't send these virtual hugs? Why is it that we can't reach out and touch someone, right? Bell Atlantic, way back in the day, right? Bell Atlantic, reach out. Was it Bell Atlantic? It was way back though.
Yeah, reach out and touch someone.
Reach out and touch someone, and you don't actually have to put your hands on them. But there is a way to support without supporting.
But that's too much work for some people.
Why is it that we're so selfish?
Because people get caught up. No, I mean, people, that's how they act. That's just too much work.
Yeah, people do act like it's work.
That's too much.
It takes
no effort
whatsoever.
I know you're going through something, but I'm going through my thing too, and I just can't handle even hearing about what you're going through. So, girl, that's fucked up.
But that's just, it's ridiculous.
And
it's
very
selfish.
Ridiculous. It's very selfish. And
Why
I feel
is
like
it,
as a friend, if you're really truly my friend, that is part of your responsibility.
Absolutely.
You see me having a moment, and I may not even acknowledge that I'm having a moment with you. And you see it as a friend, it's your responsibility to say something.
Absolutely.
Something. Like, and when I'm not saying let's go out and get a drink, you shouldn't have to just sometimes just
any
acknowledge
positivity whatsoever. Like, I've gotten some weird reactions from just saying thank you or opening the door for somebody or bless you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they are so used to not experiencing what's considered common courtesy that it's some kind of
there is no such thing as common courtesy anymore, because courtesy is no longer common. It's not common.
Shouldn't be a magic trick, though.
But it shouldn't be a magic trick. I remember when my son was 4 years old, right? And he was so excited. I was taking him to a basketball game in Madison Square Garden up in New York because he was big on basketball at the time. Remember, he used to stay up all night to watch basketball. So he was a little dude, right? But I was like, you know, I'll let him stay for half the game. It was going to get late. But I was like, I'll let him stay. And just let him be in New York. My mom lived in New York at the time, you know, just let him explore. But my son is a Southerner. He speaks to everyone. He's super friendly. He's one of those people who will love you first, and you have to give him a reason not to. So let me tell you the story. So we get up. So we rode the train because he loves trains. He's like his mom. He loves trains. So we, thanks, Matt. Yep, sounds good. So we're walking. We're coming out of Penn Station, and you know Madison Square Garden is like right there. Yeah. So we're walking, but we came out on the post office side because I love the way the post office looks right there. I'm a building fanatic, right? Yeah. So I love architecture, so I'm gonna come out where I can see the most architecture at one time, because one of the things that makes me happy is to see beautiful structures, because I find something to be grateful for. So I get off the train. We rode the train. He had a great time. He actually got to be the conductor. He had his little hat on, and he punched tickets, and he was very happy about punching tickets and shit, you know. He couldn't reach to put the shit up in the top, but he was happy to be punching. So we get off the train. We had a great ride up, and he gets off, and he's in a great mood. He's got his little book bag and his little water bottle, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to a basketball game, and life is great, and all these people. I'm in my happy place because there's more people to love. And he says hello to just about every single person he could possibly make eye contact with. Now, many of you have been in New York. You know how it is around Penn Station. There's thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people crowding the sidewalks. Mm-hmm. So he's speaking to everybody. So he speaks to this one guy he makes eye contact with him. I watch him. He speaks to this guy. He was like, good afternoon, sir. He's all excited, right? He's 4 years old. Good afternoon, you know, but good afternoon, sir. And the guy said, the fuck you speaking to me for, you little nigga? You don't know me. Something, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Oh, what? This is what he said to my son.
I might lay hands on
my son. I was so blown, like, I was so stunned by it that I didn't know how to react at first.
So I don't know how to react.
No, I said it first. Well, yeah, but you're
probably too fast.
Well, I was there alone. One hand was on the child because there was millions of people. I couldn't let go of the child and lay hands on this nigga, right? So one hand was on the child, and there went the passion, the calmness that I've been trying to achieve. Yet it was lost that day because then you attacked my child, right? Yeah. I went off, and I only think I may have used 3 or 4 curse words, but the vocabulary that you all know I have the capacity to manipulate, I came at him. I mean, it was swords. I looked like House of Flying Daggers. I mean, they was just coming at him, and he's looking at me, and I said, who are you? I mean, I went in on him, and then after I finished with him, tearing him to shreds because I was angry, I looked at my child, who was mortified, not at his response, but at mine. Because he knows mommy to be this positive, take a positive spin, take a negative situation and make it better type person. And I realized I disappointed him. Because he expected me to say, oh, don't worry about that dude. You know, not everybody's happy. Let's keep moving. Somebody else is going to be. Right, because that sounds like me. People know me to be that person. But I felt challenged by him through my child. You know, I felt protected. That mama lioness thing came out, you know. And he didn't touch my kid or anything like that. I mean, he was 5 feet away from him. But You know, that was the day I decided I couldn't raise my child in New York. He couldn't be there anymore. You know, and it's not that New York is a bad place, and it's not that there aren't lovely people there, because I know many, 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 many people that I love in New York. But there is this adversarial, competitive mentality that my child, see, I can handle it.
Each other and don't say excuse me and stuff like that.
Like in Baltimore, you can walk past a junkie. Like, ask these people. I meet all the homeless people when I'm standing outside the studio because I must just look approachable. But in Baltimore, you can speak to anybody and everybody, no matter your walk, your creed, your wealth. You can speak and they will speak back to you.
Somebody bump you. My bad.
My bad. I'm sorry. You know. Yeah.
Most of the time.
Q says, I'm glad I wasn't there. Kung Fu Jane isn't a fact. I mean, and that's how I felt. But then I thought to myself, and I looked at Bud, who was completely disappointed in me. And I was like, yeah, because he knows Mom to default to happy. And I didn't. I defaulted to anger, which he hadn't experienced before. And it was, and I'm thinking, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that. I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I'm done with that. I'm not defaulting to angry. Now, don't think I won't lay your ass out if you really push me, but that's not my default. That means you really you've really stepped over your boundaries if I default to angry.
Nobody's ever gone that far with my son, you know. And you know how my son is, you know. He'll open doors for people. Absolutely. He will say thank you. He will say bless you. However, he sees how I operate. And when people don't say thank you to me, I'm gonna repeat it. He's like, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's him.
And I'll repeat it, and he'll do the same. You know, he's 5 years old, so you got this 5-year-old kid. He's looking for that polite bit of rapport from you. So, like, I've never had to go that far. I've never seen anybody react in any kind of way because I mean, usually I'm right there. And as soon as they don't say thank you and my son has to repeat himself, I'm going to give him a look. I'm going to give them a look, and they're going to be looking me straight in the eye after they say thank you to my child. Not that I'm trying to be intimidating or nothing like that, but that does make me feel some kind of way. As she said, common courtesy isn't as common as the words imply.
Like, I'm used to, like, they know.
Let my 5-year-old teach your 45, 50, 60-year-old ass something new.
So with that, why is it we're so hesitant to learn from our children? Like, why is it that we can't learn? Like, who cares who the messenger is? Do we get the message? Do you know, like, why is it that we can't figure out that they might see something that we have now lost? You know how they say that
out of the mouths of babes.
Out of the mouths of babes.
My son's taught me more than any single person in my 35 years.
Like, I've learned more as a parent.
Like, I'm tainted.
Mm-hmm. And he's 100% honest, you know.
And
children, they don't have that. I care what you think. Exactly, you know. They're gonna be completely honest, and I'm glad my son thinks the way that he does.
No, I definitely agree. I've learned more from Bud than I've probably learned either from Bud or the process of raising Bud than I've learned in the 20-something years I had prior to him existing in this world. And I'm good with that. I'm good with that. You know, his love, like this dude, you know, you've never seen my son, Tim, but my son is like the size of this ink pen. He's 50 pounds. He's the size of this ink pen. He's like 50 pounds, and I swear to you, 48 of those pounds is all heart. He just can't help. He loves, and he loves so unconditionally and so completely that it just blows you away. But on that note, and we're talking about love, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with Salacious Life with Dr. Wren.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with, you know, some some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also, you know, accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. Like, I've learned, man, I learned that everybody loves your work until they got to pay for it. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do.
The pay?
I mean,
not always.
Listen, the Bible says money answereth all things.
Well,
okay, and there is a place. There is a place where finances is necessary. And when you got kids and when you got a wife and then you doing everything and you know you top dog at what you do, especially when you weren't in the same place you, like with this radio show, you ain't in the same place you were a year ago. Should nobody be coming on the show and not donating to your show?
Can you say that on my show?
Should nobody be coming to your show?
Can you say that in the middle of the live?
Make that a promo, please.
Should nobody come on this show without donating?
That is a nice commercial.
I don't care if it's $20.
Donate.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Check out this
last time on Talk Lately.
He don't have Down syndrome.
The man killed after being shot in Charm City Circulator. That's Derek. It says a 26-year-old man was killed after being shot on the Charm Circulator bus Wednesday afternoon. Police, that was last Wednesday. Okay, good. It wasn't Derek. He did that. His shooting was on Saturday. Police found the victim who had been shot in the stomach at 2:50 p.m. at the bus on the 200 block of South Broadway and Gulf Street.
But he was on
It is
that
over
bus.
east.
Yeah, it's the one that's coming from John Hopkins.
Police believe the suspect and victim argued, then got onto the bus. The bus was still stopped when the shooting occurred.
1 minute.
The suspect wearing a black hoodie, black pants, black shoes, white soles. Matt. I know that was that mastermind down there. Okay, somebody go look for mastermind. Hello?
At that point, it's time to go for a break.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. This week's Hump Day Discourse is celebrating love and celebrating life and celebrating happiness. And we need to do that, because if y'all think that sex is good on a regular, wait till you fucking and you in a good mood. Just let me tell you. Yeah. No. You look, it's still Salacious luck. I had to throw that out there. Thank you, Cross, for the slice of pizza. I'm full right now, but I'm sure I'll be hungry after the meal, so I wanted to throw that out there. But I appreciate the slice of pizza. We had brunch for dinner at Modern Cook Shop tonight. Jason Bass's event, and the food was quite amazing. So definitely want to throw it out there. If you guys haven't tried out Modern Cook Shop, it's on Wolf and Thames here in Baltimore, in Fells Point. It was amaze balls. So just wanted to throw that out there. All right, so back to what we were talking about. What were we talking about? Oh, right. So we were talking about Bud being disappointed in my reaction. So we went on to the basketball game, and I ended up just letting him stay up. Like, we stayed for damn near the whole game until he looked like he was going to pass out. Because I needed him to move past the moment so that he could then exit that building, because he had made friends, of course, with everybody in the 4 or 5 rows in front of us, 5 or 6 seats on each side of us, and everybody behind us, because
as usual,
that's what he does.
Yeah. That's what he does.
That's what he does. When we went to Cirque, and he ended up sitting in the middle of the fucking stage for the whole damn show, because that's what he does. So he loves completely. I created him, which means I can love completely. Do you know what I mean? I have that capacity. So, like Steve said, I am vowing to default to happiness. Like, if I hit my reset button, I'm going to happiness. You know? Because I want to feel full. And I want to love. I want to make love. Like, fuck that. If we're... Look, shit gets real. But I live a salacious life. Which means I go in. I live unapologetically. I fuck who I want. I love who I want. I make people happy because that's what I do. Deep Throat Saturday is a real holiday for me.
Real. Everybody should celebrate that.
I bet y'all would. I'm just saying, it's real for me. Yeah, Deep Throat Saturday. Absolutely. I have a 3,800 song playlist for Deep Throat Saturday. You can, I really do. I've been curating that song since 2003.
Oh, she proud of that. Yeah.
Something around that time. Like, it's real, you know, but it's celebrating life. I'm still here. My mortality became my reality a long time ago. And I refuse to just exist. And I refuse to live this partial life feeling angry and torn apart and depleted and deflated. That's the deflated. I refuse. I'm done with that.
And you take into consideration that's you facing your mortality. You know, that's you knowing how much life you have left, or believing you only have this much life left, and trying to live what you got left to the fullest. Now, for the most part, like,
read the last comment.
Everybody needs to know that.
Xavier's coming. Yes, Xavier, it is the best day of the week. Is
that coming up? I think that's coming up.
I think Deep Throat Saturday is coming up. It's hump day, so we are halfway through the week, so we are on the eve of Deep Throat Saturday.
Ladies, get prepared.
Don't even need to be Saturday for real.
Wear your red lipstick and your Altoids. Hit me up in the inbox if you need a playlist.
It can be Deep Throat Hour. I don't give a fuck.
Well, that's the beauty of Deep Throat Saturday. Some of those traveling holidays.
Yeah.
So, like, today it could be Deep Throat Wednesday.
Motherfucking right, yo. You call it Saturday if you want to.
Right. I mean, if you want to give head all the way up 95, then by all means, try to find a guy that doesn't drive a stick.
Yeah,
but other than that,
oh yeah, that's too much.
It's in the way. A guy who drives a stick. Do you have an automatic, Tim?
I automatic.
You have an automatic. So there we go. There we go. Gotta have an automatic. Right. Like, guys, I know.
Only a room full of females with head on stick shift, but I understand why. I'm with you.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, people are missing out on numbing spray. I got you. Right, Q got you on the numbing spray. If you guys can't deep throat without the gagging reflex, Q got you on that. Hit her up in the inbox.
I heard the gagging reflex.
Holy shit, that'd be breath spray with every goddamn chick that I named.
I feel like you should do a little
bit of gag. You should do a little gag. What, guys? A little gag sound?
Yeah.
Y'all like the gag?
Don't fake it.
Don't fake it. Don't fake it. Don't fake it.
Little tear run out the side of your eye.
Let me give you a reason.
I ain't giving you head right if I ain't got a tear. Right. If I don't get a tear, I didn't do it right.
Yeah.
On that note, we need to take a break. We'll be right back with the gag reflex. So Salacious Live.
I might get a tear. Shit.
Yeah, this the man that holds it down. Mr. Showtime, D the Boss. Check us out every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm in a relationship. My girl happens to be long distance. So with that being said,
I beat my thing like it owes me money.
Sorry.
Because I asked that because so many people are not comfortable.
Here's my thing. It's mine.
That's right.
And you need to know yourself before you can have somebody please. If you can't tell nobody how to please you, if you don't know how to please yourself.
That's right.
You know what you like.
you know what you like, you know the stroke, all that. So you're right, and I mean you shouldn't be ashamed of it. It's your body. Yeah, I'm over here struggling with the ear.
Yeah, I'm glad it's you today. I'm glad you today, brother.
Oh, this thing gonna drop. It's gonna drop about at least like 5 times.
I'm over there struggling.
So, ED, do you have a problem with masturbating?
No, I don't. I don't masturbate often because I have a fear of going blind. So, yes, when I found
you could go blind. From
I read about it. Is that true? No, it's not true.
It's not.
Okay. Because I was gonna say I should have been blind a long time ago.
Let me drop some knowledge on you real quick.
I was just playing.
But
Hey, what's up, good people? It's the man you all know and love, E Digger. Make sure you check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Football, you basically have a good 10 to 12 years, and that's what it is.
Well, you have a lot of people retiring early. It's funny, a lot of me and my alumni from UVA, where I graduated from, one of our fellow Wahoos, he retired yesterday, 32 years old. To Shaw Ferguson, and he's been in the league like 10 or 12 years. So like you said, a lot of guys are making that change on their own now because they're seeing a lot of things from the the concussion movement,
right?
Stuff that's been happening. Is not the noun, it's the effects later, because you see different stories of men are in like their 50s and some are committing suicide because of the
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
In person in the comments.
It's a party in the comments, apparently.
We're back. We are dying over the comments. Miss Viv is talking about good head gel comes in a variety of flavors. X is like flavors. Eyes wide open because apparently he is intrigued. Let me disclaimer. Head in the car. Because I know some of you are thinking giving head from Florida to Maine.
They should keep talking about 95.
That's a long ass ride. No, I was thinking more like between Alexandria and Baltimore, or Baltimore and Philadelphia. Like we're talking a 60, 70, 80 mile range. Now, if you really want to challenge yourself, go for it. Shit, fuck it. Just don't bite them.
I'll be a part of that challenge if anybody want to call into the show.
Look, if you've actually given head for more than 80 miles, please call in at 410-702-5657. We'd love to hear from you.
That's not my cell phone number at all. You gave me the wrong number. What are you talking?
If you want to talk to Steve, this is volunteering. If you want to try the challenge, Steve is available for test drives.
I'm stop calling, please.
I'm just saying. Q says it can be done. I'm sure it can. But we're talking 3-4 days of nonstop head.
And then Facebook Live that shit. The negative shit happens on Facebook Live. Why can't the positive shit happen?
Tim, positive news.
Yeah, exactly.
He went 700 miles without coming.
Like a marathon right there, for real.
That is.
Should get sponsors and shit.
Good Goodyear. Trojan. Yeah. What else? BP gas.
Oh man.
The EV cars, electric cars.
Oh shit.
What's it
About to
called?
host a Salacious event in a minute.
Look, we can do this, Salacious Life with Dr. Wren.
man.
There is no cut cards with what we do.
Need a deep throat race.
Deep throat race. Look, don't go up against me.
Oh shit, I'm down. Holy shit.
Whoa. Miss Viv says, love is nice, woman, blow on it, and it gives a tingly, sexy sensation. So, guys, would you want a tingly,
I love you, Miss Viv.
She loves you, Miss Viv. We all love you, Miss Viv.
Like that one.
You and me, we cool.
Why he sound like a sex phone operator real quick? Like, I love you,
This
Miss
is between
Viv.
me and her. Leave it alone.
Everybody's voice got real deep real quick. Yes, Miss Viv. Try a marathon. Oh, Miss Viv said try a marathon doing 69. Now, guys, how many of y'all jaws can hang out for 800 miles?
Saying, like, I don't want to die that night. So.
I don't want to die.
You know,
You're not even doing like
the head
that.
marathon is one thing. I gotta watch the fucking road. You know, like, how's that gonna work? Trying to work it out. Hands on the steering wheel.
No, if she's upside down, you could just press down on
And
her
then her
butt.
legs.
You could give her hand upside
No,
down.
hold
You
on.
can see over her ass cheeks unless she's got the big fake shits. You know what I'm saying? With her legs.
Yeah, hold on, so I
Upside
gotta
down.
breathe.
Your nose should be up. Look, I'm just saying. Look, this isn't a one-sided thing. Deep throat is for all.
Yeah.
All.
Everybody.
Male, women, cis male, cis women, trans male, trans women. I don't care. Everybody can celebrate
Everybody
deep
get
throat.
it.
Upside down,
Everybody
looking like
can
an
celebrate
anti-theft
deep
device
throat.
on your steering wheel.
I'm just saying. And Ms. Viv says, get that liquid love. Yo, check them out at Just to Caress. They got that liquid love.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, what's happening, man?
We have
Maserati life in the building.
Oh, you need this shit, don't you?
Everybody can deep throw.
No. But if you need
No bullshit.
lessons, hit me up in the inbox. I got you.
Ain't no goddamn lollipop.
I'm sorry because we were celebrating love, and now we're
love.
It is love.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm
I apologize.
Everybody staring.
Hi, everybody. You got Darian King, Maserati Life, here on Salacious Life.
With
Call
Dr.
in with Dr. Wren and say something sexy. Let's hear y'all. How you doing, brother? Got the same move, brother.
Oh, man.
Woo, keep it clean, keep it mean. Give some love.
Hello,
no dress
dog.
today?
No.
Usually you have on a beautiful dress and
slick ass shoes, right?
But you would definitely still fly.
Thank you.
Dr. Wren can never not be fly.
Always do the best with what you got.
My jacket, yeah. You see, you missed the jacket, my vintage jacket,
so
but I got
we're on
hot
the
in
same
here.
time today. We
Yeah, I had
came
the
in.
vintage jacket. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I'm at the steal a
Miss-
jacket, guys.
The Miss Gert shit right
It
here.
looks like it feels great, doesn't it?
Cause it does.
It does.
So, you know, one of
Don't rub on it.
One of them.
Hey, rubbing up on it. He's sexually harassing that coat right
He
now.
is sexually harassing.
You don't mind me caressing you. Purple coat.
I'm about to scoot over. What the fuck?
It's a group thing.
This is Salacious Life with Dr.
You're
Wren.
right. And I love a poly relationship, but I only want one sword in my fight. So
That's
let's
a
just
porn
keep
move
that
with
clear.
the coat.
Hey, Sadie. I love you too, babe. Sadie was my dance partner. Long time. He's still a wonderful dancer, and I can't wait to dance with him again. Sadie, we dancing soon. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so one of the misconceptions about Scorpios is that we're freaks, right? But it's not that. We're really more a glutton to our senses, right?
True.
So See, true.
Scorpio?
Yes.
Wow, amazing, man. We in the room with 2 Scorpios. You got a Virgo over here.
So when's your birthday?
November the 17th.
And your
November the 8th.
All right, Scorpio.
November the 9th.
November the 9th. November the 9th.
Surrounded by
November the 8th
Scorpios.
behind that. Cause you know.
Y'all some freaks.
Yes, thank you for saying that. I said
It's not. So let me tell you. Well, I'll tell you more at the Scorpios Roundtable on October 25th. I hope you all log in, listen in for the Scorpio Roundtable because we're going to debunk some of this shit. However, we are a glutton to our senses, and the one act that we can use all 5 traditional senses and then to go on to use some of our other senses is doing sex. That's the only time we can kind of bring it all together and use it at once.
Meld it.
All at once.
See, Scorpios
It's Libra
master
season. We know it's Libra season. Happy birthday to Xavier. We just missed his birthday.
Happy birthday.
So anyway, we're celebrating love. And one way to celebrate love is deep throat for 60, 70 miles, right?
Yeah.
Take it all the way down.
I don't say I love you. I don't know what do. I love you enough to put my life in danger.
Right.
To make you feel good.
Like, I'm going to swallow your dick while you're driving 75 to 95 miles an hour.
That's dangerous. I mean, I don't know about these 2 guys over there.
Yeah.
Do not put me behind the steering wheel while you're deep throating me at 70 miles an hour. I'm trying to keep control. What the world is going on? Yes, right? I'm getting in the slow lane so I can enjoy this.
I might turn on the hazards. Go the fuck around.
Yes, that's one of the moments you're like,
Don't get us jammed up. The police will pull you over like, is everything okay?
Everything is fantastic. Everything's wonderful. Leave it alone.
What are you doing to her?
Don't even write me a ticket. I'm going to throw a couple hundred out the door.
He probably going to be like, yeah, give you the do sign. Like, yo, God, yeah, he's rocking. Go ahead, man.
Oh, my God. But you're right.
Who idea was this? Was this yours, Dr. Wren?
What?
Head at 60, 70 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour.
What? State trooper?
No, I'm talking about the head part.
That's what it's called.
That's what it's called.
Oh, that's what it's called. I need a state trooper, guys. A state trooper. That's what it's called.
Well, all right. So you must have missed my show where I talked about the taboo sex acts.
No, damn, I've seen it.
Well,
I've studied
during the I know you studied Dr. Wren
no,
very
you didn't
much.
want to hear that whole show.
But if you listen to the show, who was I had on the show? Ing was on the show that night.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Ing with Manta Ray
Talk about
Records.
Instruments and shit.
So,
look, the way his face was.
I'm violated.
He's referring.
I have my windows down. Yeah.
He was
Oh, there was exactly. There was people next to me, and I said it in the comments that I had to roll up my window because they looking over here like they was talking about a
rusty
trumpet.
trombone.
Fucking trombone.
What did they do with the trombone?
And there was people,
The rusty trombone.
I ain't
That's when
describing
that's when a woman gives a man anal head while she's jerking him off from the back.
Whoa, hit it again, please, hit it again. No. I was wondering where the bone came from. I'm looking around like, yes, right on time. Engineer, you're the best. Hit it again, please, for me. Just hit one more time. She said anal sex and jerking you off.
No,
it's called a rusty trombone.
Anal head.
So
she's stimulating your prostate with her tongue while she has reached through your legs and is jerking you off while she.
That's an amazing picture, but I don't want it done.
There were kids in that car next to me.
I give a disclaimer. When I first told you about my show, Tim, did I not say wear headphones when you listen to my show because it is colorful and adult in nature?
Yes.
I'm riding with the
I mean, if
volume up, the windows down, the air.
Trombone.
Man.
Right.
But I mean, if
I'm sorry, they talking about an instrument. Man, it's an instrument.
If I say, hey guys, it's Salacious Life, I'm going to watch that. I don't think my kids is lining up to watch that. Like, look, Salacious Life? No, y'all go watch this, and we're going to watch Dr. Wren give us some knowledge.
Yeah, because, I mean, shit. Some people wouldn't have kids if it wasn't for Salacious Life with Dr. Wren.
Yeah, good job, Dr. Wren. She's populating the world.
Look, kids should be born out of love.
They should. Those are the better
And
kids.
I promote love.
Oh.
enjoy it, make love, have sex, be raunchy, go
Does it
all
still exist?
out and live unapologetically.
Does love still exist?
Absolutely. I love 100% completely many people.
Okay. I only ask that because me being in the position I'm in now, I get a lot of lust and hunger.
We all get lust.
Money.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen love in a long time.
So the first attraction tends to be a lustful one. You're attracted to someone's physically. All right, but then I'm the sapiosexual, right? So you gotta come with that brain shit, or you're not getting this pussy, right? Because I'm just saying.
Poetic. That was happening.
Both ends of that spectrum, I feel like.
Absolutely. Like, you need to connect with someone on a mental level, because for real, if you can't, the sex is gonna be bogus. You can go through the act, but it's not going to give you the climax you're looking for. No matter how much prostate you're stimulating, no matter how many G-spots you're hitting.
However, there are people who will lie to themselves and feel like they get all up in it.
No, you ain't getting it. You ain't getting it. I don't care if you were going balls deep in that pussy. You are not doing it the way the man who mentally stimulates her first.
There you go.
Does it? We talked about the 3 stages of sex. I told you foreplay happens way before you get to the bedroom.
Yeah,
and I meant it.
Preach, doctor, preach.
And I meant it.
Preach.
Because it's real. Like, get me going. I need to be sitting in my office throbbing way before I ever get home. I'm just saying. Let's pay these bills. We're getting ready to take a break. We'll be right back with Salacious Life with Dr. Wren.
Shit. How about the one
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia, or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
It's time for a flashback.
Now I'm not gonna say all Aries don't know, but
it's just the one you had. That was just
particular one, you know. Yeah. But it's always something that you can
go ahead. So can you recollect any signs that you might not get right?
October 15th or 16th. What is that?
And Libras.
See, I've had some good Libras and I had one really bad Libra, but he was white, so he f***ed his back anyway. So I don't.
Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Demonstrate. You got to demonstrate the back.
No. Ain't no way.
Not the dirt. How they bust? Let me show how they bust.
And they want to cry afterwards. I mean, what the f*** is the point of the tears? I mean, I can see you shake, and shake it off real quick. But you crying? F*** out of here.
What was he crying for?
Cause baby, this pussy make that. You in? I got that good nasty bitch. The shade.
McLean's Couch every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Only on BeExposedRadio.com.
There's a rumor going around that Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing. Well, let me tell you about this. Tyler, told Oprah, bitch, if you don't have my money, we're going to have a problem. Ooh. Oprah said, what is the problem? Ooh. You said if I don't have your money, there was going to be a problem. So Oprah is standing her ground like, bitch, I'm in charge. You may have a $250 million studio over there that you film all your shows and movies and stuff on, but I have the empire. That's what Oprah said.
Oh, these are her exact words. Allegedly.
I made this up. But
allegedly.
I made it all up. But there was a rumor that they were beefing. But Tyler confirms that they don't have any issues. So it says it was recently reported on the rumors that was swirling that the twosome were on the outs over constructive criticism of a Perry show. Well, I got some constructive criticism, and we can be on the outs, Tyler, and I don't give a damn, because I'm going to make a promo out of this anyway and share it to your page. I need the scenes on Have and Have Nots to be like 5% shorter, each one. I want you to watch an episode of The Young and the Restless, because this is supposed to be a soap opera. No one's dialogue on The Young and the Restless is like this. You don't have to talk about the random plant in the corner for 25 minutes on one damn scene.
They talk about random plants. It was a blood stain on the floor for 5 episodes. I can't take it. We need to kick this up. I'm sorry. I love the Have and the Have Nots, and I continue to watch it in its 5th season, but I get so mad when I can go get myself a glass of water and come back and he had just started the next sentence.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We just had the best break ever I think I've had on Salacious Life in a long time. So thank you for hanging on. We are back. Q said that's what most men don't get about lesbians or women. It's mental before it's physical. And that is definitely true. Most women, 90% for the men in my room.
Okay.
Just so I'm leaving you with some nuggets.
We got some hope. We have a little bit of hope.
Appeal to her mental side, her emotional side. Because if you do, what's the word I'm looking for? The walls will come down, and she will attack you with that unconditional, salacious love that you are all
dying for. I'm dying for it. I'm waiting.
I'm like trying to go in without the key.
It's like trying to, right? Because otherwise you're breaking in the house. So you can still get in. But there is something about her unlocking the door.
There's nothing bigger than a woman that wants you and you want her, or a man that wants you as much as you want him.
So we talked about on the break, we talked about when I made the comment, I was like, if you find that unconditional love, that person that you feel so strongly for, to lock in, hold on, dig your nails in, bite down, suck hard, don't let go of that love. And the comment was, what if they back off?
It hurts.
I mean, shit, it hurts.
It hurts.
Of course it hurts.
But that doesn't mean don't do it. Because the heart is open to love.
I think that's when humility comes in. You have to be humble. You have to show that love is stronger than pride.
Absolutely.
Love, you gotta throw that.
You put your pride to the side for some love, don't you?
You gotta put that shit up. Because pride's not going to get you anything.
I think that's one thing that really attracts me to like any woman that I really date is somebody who's willing to lose. Yeah. And when somebody, I can peep that they're willing to lose, I'm willing to lose for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll let them win when they're okay with losing.
I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you. That's sexy. That's sexy. That's like some, what's the movie called? Love Jones? That's some Love Jones love. Like one person, you broke, the other one's rich. It don't matter. Let's put it all to the side and love each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because poor people can love each other. Poor people been loving each other in this country for hundreds of years. Fuck, slaves got married.
Yes, and they loved each other.
I'm just saying. Yeah. So if people who are getting beat on and demeaned and treated less than human for generations can still fall in love, who are we? Who are way more than blessed compared to that.
Oh, most definitely. I think people put a lot of
like
bars and burning hula hoops to hop through and all these extra unnecessary
because they have unrealistic expectations. They have these unrealistic expectations of what a relationship should be. They've been listening to their homegirls and listening to the media saying that this is what life looks like. This is what marriage looks like. This is what children should be like. Fuck that. Write your own story.
Tim, what you think about that, Tim? I said that.
Tim was like, wait a minute.
I mean, everybody has a story. You have the Bible has a story. Quran has a story. How about my story? How about your story, Tim? How about yours? Dr. Wren got a mean story.
She is such a cutie.
Your girlfriend, Tim?
Yeah. She's such a cutie. Oh my gosh, she's such a cutie. She's like a
You
little
better watch out. The cutie ones, you know. You got single guys like me that's looking for the cute one, man. You gotta show her love.
But Tim's cute. He's such a cutie.
Hey, I take Tim out with me, boy. We getting chicks.
I was gonna say that you take Tim out and
Yes.
you know you might get some free drinks.
Tim,
out the
I'm
deal.
telling
Girls
you,
be
you
like,
got that kind
I'll
of
buy
energy.
him a drink.
Yes. What about
And
me
Tim
though?
just be
Tim's friend. Here go Tim. Here go life. I'll be fucked up. Hold on, that'd be using a friend though, wouldn't it? That wouldn't be love.
Right, and we talked about using friends and not feeding relationships. So before you came in, we talked about making sure that even in friendships, everybody feeds the relationship.
Understood.
Because
It's very well understood.
people take more than they give.
Hmm.
And I hate to say it, and I know I sound like my grandma, but that's not fair.
See, I take more than I give in my relationship right now.
Do
Me
you?
too. Me too as well.
Because
She's
I
giving.
don't love her like that.
Like that.
Yeah, it's tough.
You think it? Do you think you may grow?
I sure
to,
hope she's
or you
not
think
listening.
you just probably no? You just think she's really cool.
I'm gonna go on another path, and she's gonna go on another.
On her path, yeah, and that's always hard when you're confronted with that crossroad. Yeah, because
but it's good when you made that
addressed
adult
that.
decision. You know what I mean?
Because guess what? You can still be friends.
Absolutely.
That's a sign of maturity,
You can still
though.
be friends. Because that's what happens. You come to a crossroad where you realize, because everybody has a path. They have
Right.
they have their road, and of course there are many roads to the same destination, and we're all riding these parallel paths. And when we get in relationships, those paths start to intersect and overlap, and then all of a sudden we're in a relationship with someone, right? Friendship, lover, whatever. We overlap, right? And then we realize my road's starting to veer off to the right. Because that's my path. That's my journey. And her road or his road, or for me it might be his and her road, are veering off in different directions. And you have to be honest about it. Because you know what? If you're honest about it and you approach it as adults, you can maintain the friendship. Because
That's
look,
not
anybody I
easy.
fucked, anybody who's seen me naked, we need to be friends. That's just how I feel.
It's easy. Yeah, it's easier said than done.
It's way easier said than done. And everybody knows I have one ex that I'm not friends with. But you know the vast majority of my exes I'm actually still cool with.
Yeah.
There's two that I don't fuck with.
I'm gonna press my nipple to the window and make a whole bunch of friends over there.
I bet you it's going to jump off then. The lines is going to be ringing.
Be them homeless brothers. They be
So Tim, he's referring to, I was standing outside and I was enjoying my cigar before my show one night, and this homeless guy invited me over to his place.
Oh, okay.
His place. Quotation marks.
And
his place.
he went on to tell me that he had just got this new box, that it must have been a large refrigerator was in it, and it's really nice, and he's over in the park and it's really dry, and he done got new blankets and stuff from the shelter, and I should come over and hang out with him. And of course I didn't want to say no, even though I did. I said to him, I have to work, because it was before my shop, which was great, because I really didn't want to go over his cardboard box, but I love the fact that he had the confidence to come up to a woman and say to me, come over and hang out with me in my new box. Like, how do you not appreciate that shit?
Think about this episode of In Living Color with Jim Carrey and Damon Wayans. He had he had the cardboard box mansion, had the garage, the guest house, the whole nine. If you don't know what I'm talking about,
I think I'm
go
gonna
on
do that,
Facebook,
though. I'm gonna take
look it up.
100.
That's
like go on YouTube,
go on YouTube and look at it. It's funny as hell.
It's funny as shit.
How about that, Dr. Wren? I'm gonna take $100,000 and have it in my bag in a box, and the one woman that comes over to me and actually sits down and talks to me, I'm gonna give her $100,000.
I'd be a rich
now, you
bitch.
see that?
Because I talk to everybody.
Yeah, now you would. Now that's not, yeah.
I do stay talking to a homeless person. We talk to crazy.
You talk to crazy people?
No, like the guy. We met this homeless guy. He had just gone through some shit, and he asked us for a few dollars. We didn't have any cash.
Okay.
But she had all these vintage clothes that she was getting ready to sell at a consignment shop.
High
So
five.
she gave him the clothes to sell.
Good job.
And he was happy to take them.
Yeah,
he was happy to take them. But he ain't get Miss Gert's jacket.
You better not. I'm still in that
You can't have his jacket.
You can't have his jacket.
Yeah.
But you can't have
And he
this
was
jacket.
so grateful.
Yes,
He was
because it
so
came from the heart.
grateful.
It's love.
Yeah, it was
So
so
grateful.
great. Like, look, we just use cards.
You just put all his hope back into his life that you have no idea. Like, you don't know. He might have put a shirt on and went to a job interview or found that magical girl.
Well, he didn't put
He might-
those shirts on.
But
I
he might
get
have got some money from those shirts.
But it- you know.
But we had seen him like twice. That was
Right.
the second time we had crossed his path. And the first time he was like, "You guys got some money or whatever," and he started crying. And
Hold that
You see a
thought.
man crying.
We need to take a break.
Yeah.
But we gonna get back to the homeless guy that was crying.
But think
we'll
about
be
a
right
man
back with
crying.
Salacious Life.
Think about it, man.
Hey everybody, this is your girl, the one and only Vic Cows. Check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Whatever parents, they gotta have the best of everything. Or when you go to school, you gonna kill them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then you look and it's like, did you have it like that when you was in school? Nah, girl. My parents, I had to go to school with stuff, old tennis shoes and stuff like that. I ain't gonna let my kids go there, but a decent pair of tennis shoes, a decent slacks, whatever. I'm kind of glad that they did the uniforms.
Oh my God, they did the uniforms right while I was leaving.
They did, right. They did
So I
the
didn't
uniforms.
get
It was
it.
like 2 years behind me right after I left from school. And I'm like, oh man, it saved a lot for our parents. It helped the parents a lot. But still, they still found the way to live vicariously through their kids.
Yeah, because like with my daughter's school, when she was in school, as long as she wore the shirt, the school shirt, she could wear any pants. Or as long as she had like the cardigan on,
Right.
school cardigan, she could wear any outfit.
And do you realize, like private schools, county schools, deep county schools, they've been in different towns. They already been wearing uniforms. Even when you watch like an after school special, they have on uniforms. We're the only ones in the urban areas that did not have on uniforms.
Yeah.
We still were.
We was late getting
We
them.
was super late.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, good people? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger. Make sure you check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Good night. But unfortunately, my story didn't end that way.
We are back. So we were talking about the crying homeless guy that Cassie and I ran into down in Fowles Point. So it was the second time we ran into him. He asked for a cigarette from the guy who owned the shop, and the guy looked at him like he had scurvy or some shit. And he started crying because he was trying to figure it out. We didn't have any cash on us because none of us carry fucking cash anymore. Like, shit, we barely get credit cards. Apple Pay.
Right.
Right, so.
Like, do you have Square?
Do you have Square? Right.
Square used some money.
Right.
PayPal.
You have a PayPal.
Okay,
Cash App. Like.
That's a homeless person trying to come up. They gotta get square.
If a homeless guy walks in with a square to me, I'm gonna be like, really? Really,
He
dude?
gets it. Nah, he gets it. He gets every last bit of it.
He's like, I got Square.
He
He's
started
keeping up with
crying.
technology.
enterprising.
So he started crying. I only had my cigar because I only smoke a cigar. So I only had my cigar, and I was we were going through these clothes from Miss Gertz. God rest her soul, Miss Gertz. We were going through Miss Gert's clothes, and I'm trying on this fabulous jacket. This is the first time I ever saw this fabulous jacket. We were like
goofing off.
We were goofing off. We were at the car.
Trying on clothes. Clothes everywhere.
We were like hanging clothes off the sides of the door. We're trying on clothes.
Like, girl, try this on. No,
Broadway.
go over there and look in the
window, in the glass, like of this clothes
that looks
store.
Great. You like, you look good. You can have that one and this and the other.
We were really going through these clothes, and she said, "Well, I don't have any money." And he was like, I'm just hungry. I had this smushed Nutri-Grain bar.
Did he eat it? Did he eat it?
Well, he took it, and he was like, he was a little like, damn, I don't really want this, but I'm going to take it anyway. Because he took the smushed Nutri-Grain bar. And we was like, we don't really have anything else. We're like looking around. We ain't no loose change. We ain't have nothing but these clothes. And as we were going through the clothes, every time we got the one that we didn't want, we said, well, you want to sell some of these clothes and make a few dollars? He was like, shit, bitch.
Yeah. You done put him up on something.
Yeah.
Come on. Yes.
And he took them clothes and he was like, I will sell this and I will get me bus fed and I can get somewhere to sleep tonight. Like, he was literally already processing what he was good. Because he was like, yeah, because if you put that with them and some boots and that, he was already
Somebody need to
stylish.
put him in the store or something. Stylist.
He could be a stylist.
Yeah.
He could have easily been a stylist. Like, I knew him from being a server at a restaurant.
Wow.
He was a harbor rat back when I was in grad school, and I was also a harbor rat, you know. So I just remembered. I was like, I remember. I kept saying to her, I was like, I remember him. He was a server. Like, and I didn't know what had transpired between them because it's been a long time since I was in grad school. We're not going to talk about how long, but it's been a long time. So, but it was refreshing that instead of walking away from the opportunity, he took the ugliest of the ugly clothes that we had.
Had ruffles down the front.
Like, he had one of them, like, 70s
accordion.
If Prince can make it work, I'm sure he could.
But he was going to sell that shit. Like, he took the old nurse's outfit, like the Dookie Brown. Is that the color? Dookie Brown? Like, he took it. And he was like, I'm going to sell this stuff and I'm going to make me a few dollars and get myself together. And I was like, I love that. Taking ownership. Happy yourself. Default to happiness. See opportunities, not challenges. Be solution-based. A calm, solution-based person.
Wow.
So simple.
Right? Didn't she make that sound like it was so easy? Say that one more time for us, Dr. Wren.
A calm, solutions-based person.
Man, her quotes is like my life. Like, my morality became my reality. Like, what? Okay, Doc.
Yeah, but absolutely, never present a problem without actually thinking out a solution.
Right.
You know.
Like, even when I come to him, like, we'll be sitting in the house. He's sitting on the sofa. I'm up in my room. I come downstairs. You know, he might be playing a game or watching some scary ass movie that I'm too scared to watch.
Sure.
And absolutely. And I come down and I'm like, Steve, and I'm sitting on the steps. And you know how steps are, like, you have to look through the stairwell to see him. And I'm like, Steve, this is what's going on. I think this is what I'm going to do. And he goes, that's an idea. If I were you, I love the way he put, if I were you, I might try. I love the way he put things. See, sometimes when
never
you're
just
offering,
tell people to do this.
when
you offer advice, you take into consideration that person ain't gonna take it.
Right.
Like people, more often than not, when they offer advice, they feel like that's instruction, that's direction.
And
that's
you don't
not
do it,
at
they're
all.
mad at you.
You know,
And
I
then when you
mean,
don't do it, they're
I'm gonna
mad.
tell you what I would do.
If I were you,
leave
and this
it.
is literally what he
Take it or
said. He
leave
said,
it.
if I were you, in my opinion, I would do this, and then you could do this,
That's
and this is
always
how
how I word
this will lead into that. And he had me 10 steps ahead of where I was with the little solution that I came with.
I'm like, that's a friend.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, that's a friend. Oh, that's my homie. You know, that is.
But you see, that was
right
a
there.
brainstorm. That wasn't just her coming with a problem and me offering a solution. That was her coming with a problem and saying, this is what I have so far. Let me bounce this off of you. And
I
you
always
tell
do that.
me, you know, what you got, what you can throw in that I ain't never thought of.
Dr. Wren, where did you find Brother Steve at? We need one of them. I need one of them. I just need a friend that, you know, just like that. Like, he didn't demand you say, put on that
Do
outfit
y'all
with
want to
this
laugh?
outfit.
Y'all want to laugh real hard right
Yeah,
now?
where did you find a perfect person?
I met
like that?
Steve on Tinder. When I was a single woman and I was trying out Tinder, he was the first person I met.
She was my first person.
And
Damn, for real? First and first?
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
took him on. I took him
It
on
still
an
sounds stupid to
amazing
me.
date,
But,
and we just didn't end up being anything.
I'm
we ended up being like great
sociable,
friends.
That's a
outgoing
great story.
person.
That's
Like,
good.
Yeah. We
Okay,
ended
I
up
gotta
being
get a
like great
Tinder. Hey, producer, give me a Tinder real quick. I need a Tinder.
Right.
Just walk up and say hello to somebody. What the fuck? But she lived right around the corner, so it's crazy that
Like, we
ain't
literally
already
got right.
ran into each other. You know what I mean?
Text each other or something. But
Well, because we had talked for like weeks. Like he was like my homeboy before I even met him.
I've
like
been
in person.
in Reservoir Hill for years, and she was just right around the corner from us. I was like, damn, I'm surprised we ain't just met each other at the gas station accidentally or something. You know what I mean?
Because I went to the hood for everything.
It was right there, Reservoir Hill.
Right around the corner.
Yeah.
It was cheaper.
Not even a mile.
I went to Penn because it was cheaper. I could get my cigars for a lot less on my side of North Avenue.
You're going on the other side.
Instead of going to his bougie side of North Avenue. No, I'm just like.
It's still North Avenue. You acting like
right.
It's like different levels of broke right now.
I don't know that you got $1 million homes and then you got the projects, right?
Yeah. And it was all up in there, and we was all surrounded by it all. But it was closer for me to go to Penn than it was to go to Meter North.
That's what's up.
To get the things that I went, so that's why we never ran into each other.
So it's a sign of maturity to say y'all wasn't gonna be lovers, y'all was gonna be friends.
Yeah, we just
make
was
fantastic
cool.
friends.
We like made fantastic friends. Okay. It like never, it hit a friendship level and exploded right there.
Okay. Absolutely.
I'm with it.
You know what I mean? Like this is one of my closest friends. It's really
I'm still believing that friends
situation. You feel what I'm saying? So. Yeah. I honestly don't have too much of that. You feel what I'm saying? So, I can count how many friends I have like that on one hand.
You should. So. Real friend. What did Ross say? You can count your real friends on one hand. All y'all are my witness. I heard something she said. Because she swear I don't listen to her ass. You can count your real friends on one hand. But that was a good piece of advice from her. Yeah. She has a lot of things screwed up. But that she was right. You know, she was right there. And I hold fast to that advice because just like I have to make space for shoes, I hate doing it, but you gotta make space. I hate getting rid of shoes. But I've been getting rid of shoes ever since I lived with him because I don't have a whole room for a closet for my shoes like I used to before I moved in with him.
I'm just saying though, if everything or everybody that you deal with is exceptional, then nobody's exceptional.
Right.
So the exceptional people are the ones worth keeping around and worth holding on.
Right. Just like I have shoes that I love and I will get rid of other ones to make space for them. I've had to get rid of friends, and I mean friends.
I'm so mad you're calling your friends shoes right now.
I appreciate.
Do they smell good? How do they smell?
We have a love.
The heel done broke off this motherfucker, but I'ma nail it back on.
Keep this one.
Y'all don't understand how some women feel about their shoes.
We see.
Oh yeah.
We see. I mean, like.
Oh hell yeah.
You get a good shoe and you mess it up. You're like, damn.
Like you fucked up the arm
still
shoe.
Down? Yes, he's still down Lexington Market. I need my heel fit.
Right. The guy in Lexington Market.
Do you think he could do something with this orange leather?
That was that good friend.
That's the good
Fell
friend.
off a little bit.
Yeah, but that's how you have to be with your good friends.
Right.
Because nobody's perfect. Nobody's all good. Nobody's all bad. We have good days. We have not so good days.
Right.
Like, you know, how long we been friends? Like,
I told everybody you're 21.
Thank you. We've been friends 16 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
We've been friends 16 years.
Yeah. And it hasn't always been a pretty 16.
Oh no, we've gone through some shit.
Right, we've gone through some shit.
That's
And
some
I feel
stories,
like
some war
at
wounds.
this point, I think we both reached a level where right now she's my biggest fan. I'm her biggest fan. And like with this whole Salacious life shit,
I don't know though. I don't think I'm her biggest fan. I might have you beat. Right now,
I don't know. I was behind Salacious Life.
Yes, she was.
You know, I had to pull.
She
her
was
card.
there.
Salacious Life is my new
I
addiction.
had to pull her card, and it took me a second to feel comfortable enough because I was like, I don't want her to feel like I'm hating. But I was watching her, and she's putting all of this good energy into this dude. Right?
That's the worst.
She's being his fan. And I'm like, this nigga got a whole bunch of fans.
Yeah.
He don't need her.
So you gotta put her up on game.
I was like, look, what you doing for him, you could do for yourself. All you need to do is XYZ, bam, 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 bam. Then, and she's like, you know what? You're right. I'm like, fuck that. He don't need you.
Yeah. But
You need you.
You're being a friend.
And that's it. But like for me to make that, I really thought about that. Cause I'm watching her Instagram and I'm seeing she posting pictures from this nigga event.
And then she's telling me about the event, how she's building, she's networking. I was like, oh, wait a minute, why she not?
That's a friend.
Doing it for
I knew it. I
Since
sat
you
outside
said
and looked at y'all and
this.
said, they are for friends. You understand what I'm saying? That's a
Oh,
powerful
this is good
thing.
energy up here.
Yes. I had to come in and get me a dose. My homeboy said, aren't you coming to host my party? I said, hell, I'm going to Salacious Life. Look at the name. They call me Life. Look, I'm going to Salacious Life. They said, why you keep posting the one? I like Salacious Life. I get a lot of
I was
knowledge
his
here.
profile picture.
Yes.
For like a week.
And excuse me, look, shout out to everybody. Look, I got about 100 and some friend invites. They probably just like, it's got to be that girl right there. Look, I'm going to sit there. They got my page like, it's that dude. Oh, wow. Thanks for the friend invite. Hey, look, high five.
Catfish.
Hey, look, because my morality became my reality. You hit me all day long.
You ain't inbox message.
No, hey, look.
What's out?
They said, you trying to catfish me? No, you thought I was the girl. No, it's me. It's not something else. But Dr. Wren, shout out.
So when I started my Facebook page, I had like 5 friends. Within 2 days, I had 4,500
Fans.
Whoa.
Remember, we got friends. You got friends.
I got
too.
friends in
Fans.
this room.
Yeah.
I got
Facebook
friends
should
in
have
this
said
room.
fans.
I got fans
You had
outside of it. But I had
4,500.
4,500 within 2 days.
I had 32 friend requests. I was fucking flipping on the bed like, yo, 32 friend requests.
I got 32 friend requests.
Oh no, she took
You're
a
beautiful.
picture
Right
with
now.
me and posted it on her page,
It made
and I'm
you
like,
this
yo, who are these people that's
Yes.
friend request?
Yes.
I don't, dude in Georgia, you know what I mean? He got his hair all slicked back, shirt off, and he like 60 years old. I'm like, yo, I don't know you, dude.
Yeah, look.
It was the picture. So remember when I posted the picture, I said, you know how they say, when you hang around a person long enough, you'll start looking like your friends?
Yeah.
I said, am I going to start looking like a Jamaican?
Oh,
And it was a picture of me and him
Oh, yeah.
from a show that I did.
y'all do
And-
kind of look alike, though. Y'all do somewhat look alike. That's why I was caught in between. I was outside. I was like, yo, is that her boyfriend? Who is your before I go in there? I'm like, who is the dude? They're like, that's her best friend life. I'm like, okay. I ain't got to worry about getting beat up. I'm going. It kind of look like that brother. Who is the guy? Who is he? That's cool, man. You have amazing energy. I just hope I find a friend that has energy like y'all.
No, it's amazing. And when you find that friendship, even sometimes more than a relationship, because your friendships can outstorm the relationships. They'll be there with the fallout, and they'll be there when you're happy. They'll build you up. They'll be there to catch you. They'll be that wall. Like, don't take advantage or don't disregard your friendships, even when you get in a relationship, because we all do that. You know, she and I have done it to each other for years. We would get us to somebody and disregard our
I
friendship.
got homeboys that fall off the map.
Now, I'm the worst.
Every time
if it's
they get
good, you
wiped
forget
up.
about everything.
No,
and wanna focus on
but
that.
you shouldn't. But you should.
You
And I'm the
shouldn't.
worst.
Shouldn't.
I had
Absolutely
all
not.
of you out of the
Absolutely
two of
not.
us. I was the worst.
A real friend will understand, okay, she's in love or in lust. She just met this dude. Like, I'm a back up.
That's right.
So,
That's
you know,
right.
our friendship back up.
Yes.
But then, like, don't back so far up that you
leave
kind
her
of
exposed.
You can't,
You leave her
Yeah,
vulnerable.
right.
Because there is a certain
Yeah.
protection that comes from your
Yeah.
friendship.
Support.
And I've noticed that the more controlling men that I've tried to date in the past, the first relationship they attacked was ours.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because
You
they
got
wanted
a
to
lot of
destroy the
male
other thing.
friends, and I think that would be the insecurity.
No, it's me.
It's her.
Mm.
It's her.
It's me. I have no clue.
What
we
you
ain't
doing,
never
y'all?
fucked. Like, we ain't even fucked in the same room. We lived in two
Find
different
out.
houses. We slept in the same bed for quite some time. That's just not us.
It's not our.
But like,
The
dudes
devil
be
will work, though.
They would
The
be
devil will
intimidated.
do it. It's the
They
devil.
be intimidated.
They see something good, they'll come in and try to
Like,
break it
seriously.
apart, right?
Relationship like that.
Yeah, they will literally attack her, and if in my own dumbness and folly, I date a guy at my downswing, because that's always a bad thing, because I'm more vulnerable and easily manipulated when I'm in my downswing. I've gotten past that. I ain't dated somebody in my downswing in several years now. But
Same shit be on that rebound, nigga.
when I'm on that rebound shit,
like you just
on my
hook up with
downswing,
somebody.
like when my life ain't
Your life
where it
all
need
over
to
the
be.
place.
My life all over
You
the
just
place.
don't want to be lonely.
Right. Like I really need somebody to fuck the shit out of me so I can forget about the fact that
okay.
we've all been there, right? Well, I don't date during that time anymore, but if I did, and the few times that I have, that's those guys that take advantage of me in my downswing are also the same guys that attack our relationship.
Why is it interesting?
Because they know there's a strength that we have with each other. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, trying to
break that bond.
It worked to the last one. The last one, I stepped out, but it wasn't like fuck you, bitch. You with this nigga? No, I stepped out. Go ahead and handle that. I'm right here when you ready.
You know you got her back. You're
right,
and that's how it is. And it's always been that. It's always been that. It's never been a fuck you, bitch.
Right.
It's always good though for the friend and the boyfriend to stay apart because.
No, I don't agree with that.
No,
but
no.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought, because we gotta pay a few bills. We'll be right back with Salacious Life. What time?
I said he's dead.
6 years after he passed away.
It states she reportedly had heard rumors, but nothing substantial. But then you put the rumors to
while
death.
they were still married.
You sentenced the rumors to death.
While they still were married, she heard rumors.
Right. Probably all her life she's heard rumors. Like you're dating, you know you're dating your dad, right? Y'all look just alike. I'm like, girl, somebody told me you dating your father. You know, that's what kind of him. You know he gay, right, Percy?
Please, why are you laughing at him? Don't laugh at him. Please don't.
Okay, let me continue with the story.
Oh, man.
Even today, it's still funny. Oh my gosh, if you haven't heard this show, it's Talk Lately, and it's only on BeExposedRadio.com every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and on YouTube. Just go to Be Exposed Radio.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
This is our last segment. But one of the things I wanted to say was I don't agree with keeping your friendships. Not necessarily keeping your man and your homegirl separated. Not if you have the type of relationship we have. Okay. Because when you're in love and lust, you can be blind to yourself. And your good friend, your real friends, because both of you have done this for me, will be aware of something that you're not. So in that respect, the guy she was talking about, where she saw something I didn't see, she fell back. We ain't talked for however long me and this guy date. And I sent her a text. It was just, I couldn't even call her. I felt so bad. I was in tears. I sent her a text and I said, I'm sorry. You were right. That's all I said. And she was like, okay, it's all good. You want to get some meat?
Great way to make up, right? We're going to roll a colorful spliff together. That's good.
That was it. Like, bitch, I'm hungry. We need to go to Annapolis. We need to go to Buddies. Buddies. We go to Buddies, right?
We're going to make up on our friendship at Buddies.
Right.
That's great.
Because it wasn't like we were beefing. I gave her space. And
it was
then
a lesson I had to learn for myself.
Yeah, she had to learn for herself.
She couldn't teach me. She had mentioned it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see it until I saw it.
Plus, I didn't want to get that nigga fucked up.
Uh-oh. The real friend came out.
I mean, for real. Because, like you said, you're blind to things when you're in love or in your lust. And I think the first time I met him, me and her, we were talking about something. I was at the house. And he came downstairs. And he sat there. We're talking, and he just sat there. And then
you cut my hair? Oh, no, you weren't cutting my hair.
I don't know what.
You cut my eyebrows. You cut Bud's hair.
Yeah, and he just sat there. Then he decided to jump into the conversation and change.
He didn't introduce himself or nothing.
No, he just was like, so.
Nobody can come in my house without us having
some kind of rapport. But
Yeah, and then
my
like
name is and your name is blah blah blah.
there
you know
was
what I mean?
another situation.
Yeah, this is a bad one because I started noticing that he was uncomfortable about our relationship. So I started lying when I was with her because I still wanted to be with her.
Yeah,
so I started lying about
There's a
who I
wall
was
put
with
up. Yeah.
when I was with her, and he kept calling. I don't typically answer the phone when I'm with her because that's our time. Like, I'll play Words with Friends. I know I'm guilty with both of y'all. But like I'll typically disregard my phone because I'm spending time with her. Because this is my friend, you know. So I pretty much disregard my phone. It's like my son or my father, somebody like that. All right. So phone was away. Phone kept ringing. I kept silencing it. 4 times later, I finally answered the phone. And I lied about who I was with. And she was like, you in my motherfucking car? And you lied about who the fuck you with? The black in her. Turn
my radio down and shit. I was like, just turn my radio?
Yeah. And it was bad. And it's funny because all those things, and that was all men, all those things, when I threw that money at his naked ass dick and told him to fuck himself, right? Because I came out that relationship.
Oh, this was that dude.
No, that's the one I was gonna shoot. Okay, I know this one.
Yeah, that dude.
I'm just saying, look, don't ever lie to anybody about who you with when you with me.
You're right.
All right, because as far as I'm concerned, that whoever you with needs to respect the fact that we're friends.
Absolutely.
Now,
like
what it is.
Right.
I'll back off. I will back off. I'm not going to inject myself in a situation, but that's something that you gonna have to choose that man that accepts that you have friends outside of just that.
And if any man is intimidated by your
and
friends,
if people are intimidated by my friends, which you should be, because I got some.
But if they're good for you,
as
though.
friends, but you should be intimidated, and this should make you step your game up. Like I said to you tonight, if you can't treat me better than my father, if you can't treat me better than Steve, if you can't treat me better than her,
why compare them to somebody?
Don't come at me at all.
It's not a comparison.
Scare them fan stalkers off.
Yeah, but I mean, no. I feel your energy. I feel your vibe.
But it's a standard.
But at the same time, though, nobody should be able to treat you like she treats you. Nobody should be able to treat you like he treats you.
I said better.
Better?
Not like, but better.
Yeah.
We're talking proportionately. I need to close out.
No, you're going away? No.
I know.
I was just putting my hook and sink in.
She
got the hook. I was just throwing it out there.
It's been an amazing evening. I want to thank you all for being a part of this journey, a part of my journey.
Yes.
You know,
definitely.
Thank you, Dr. Wren.
Definitely.
Happy to be on.
Check out Tim with the positive news because we all need some fucking positive news.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit is real. Let's have a positive spin on it.
All right.
Cassie, you need a date night. Holla at her.
What you mean?
Steve
she
and
needs a date
I,
night?
I don't need a date night. I do date
She
night.
does
I will
date
create
night.
a date night for
We'll
you.
talk about that
I've been single
offline.
for 2.5 months.
We'll talk about that offline. But I definitely want to say goodnight. I want to remind everybody to love life and be brave and live unapologetically.
I love
Good
it.
night, all. I'll see you next week.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every